Hello, and welcome to Mystic Visions. I'm Rosalie Edwards. First, I want to thank you, all of you, who sent positive energy and prayers my way during the horrible flu I had. It took over 3 weeks for me to recover fully. And I appreciate the patience that you all provided and the love that you sent my way, because I believe it helped me to heal much more quickly. So even though I said it took 3 weeks, it was a really horrible flu. And I'm sure at some point we're going to hear that the flu and COVID made a baby, and that's why it didn't show up as COVID. But it was really horrible. All right, so let's talk about the full moon for March. This full moon is known as the storm moon. It's also been called the seed moon and the plow moon. This moon has been sacred to the Roman god Mars, which coincidentally happens to be why March is called March, for Mars. It is also considered the beginning of the Roman year. There are a lot of festivals at this time of year as well, because it brings about preparation for spring and planting and getting things ready to go for the new growing season. Something interesting about the moon for March this year is that it's a blood moon, and it's called a blood moon because of the lunar eclipse. So it's a good time to think about old patterns and old habits and letting go, of the stuff that doesn't serve you anymore. Eclipses are said to mark the turning points in life. Some old sayings and lore, I'm going to read one here. I found this really cool verse. It goes, "New moon, true moon, star in the stream, pray tell my fortune in my dreams. Pale moon doth rain, red moon doth blow, white moon doth neither rain nor snow." Kind of a little bit weird, but I thought it was interesting, so I thought I would share. I also found something interesting. In South Africa, it is considered unlucky to start a journey or begin any important work during the last quarter of any moon. This time of year also was something that was special to the Greeks. They had a celebration that they called Diasia, which is to ward off poverty each year, and it was held in March. This ritual involved looking at your spending habits to determine if you should make any adjustments, or if you are overspending, you should then be trying to save cash in a drawer or in a box or a cookie jar or something like that, how people used to do it in olden days. The point is that you're saving cash to prove to yourself that you can save, and then it'll help you when it comes to, changing your habits so that you become more fiscally, financially secure. Okay, so today I'm going to use the Terlano deck. You guys have seen this one before. The cards are kind of purpley. I happen to like this one, so I use it quite a lot. And I want to see what the cards have to say for this moon for us, okay? So we're going to look at the first one here. The first one is, the Knight of Swords. So this card is bold and enthusiastic. Look at him. Doesn't he look pretty good? He is a symbol of creative upheaval, which usually leads to success. So take the initiative for the things that you're doing. Examine where you are and where you want to be. Get started on the work to move your prosperity along. This is a good card for us to get, especially with a blood moon, which is, we need to spend time looking at what we've been doing and, making sure that we're getting where we need to go, right? Okay, let's look at the next card. It's the Ace of Pentacles, and it's upside down. So, let me pull out a little bit here. I'm going to turn it around so that you can see what the card actually looks like. So when we talk about a reverse meaning, it just means if the card comes out upside down, that it usually has a more negative impact. So this card isn't necessarily negative, but it is a warning. It is a warning to us, right? So if you neglect to share any good fortune that comes your way it could end in loneliness, especially if there were people who helped you get there. You should be aware also that there are greedy people and selfish people in your life, and you need to make sure that you're also not rewarding them with the fruits of your own labor. So just keep an eye out on things. I think this is just telling us we need to make sure that we're not being greedy ourselves and that we're looking out for the greedy people around us, because we should in fact be giving back to those who help us, but not those who are just sitting there and holding their hand out, if that makes sense. Okay. Let's see. Let's look at the last one. Here we go. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. This is a great card to get right now, right? It signifies good luck and change in your fortunes, maybe. You know, change is at your fingertips. It's good. You need to make sure that you're evaluating the people around you. Don't forget the friends who supported you. You're going to have unexpected allies coming your way who are going to be there to help you. Maybe it's an old friend you haven't talked to in forever. You know, if they suddenly appear, just know that it's part of the prosperity that you're due. Okay? Make sure you share your prosperity with those who help you, because spreading it around also does good for the earth. What else? So in a nutshell, you know, this moon is a blood moon. I told you before that having a blood moon is in a lunar eclipse, and the lunar eclipse also brings good fortune and prosperity our way. It also allows us time to stop and look at our lives, look at the people in our lives, and determine if we are on the path we want to be on to get to what we have decided for each of ourselves, right? You decide for yourself what your success look like. Success is not about how much money you make. It's not about the job you have. It's about how you live your life with what you're doing, right? So make sure that what you're doing is good for you, not bad for you. Pay attention to those things that, you know, are happening around you, and be thankful for those who reach out to help you on a regular basis. Thank you very much for your time and attention. I hope everyone has a good month, and I will put a new video out soon.